Greetings to all! Welcome to Tahiti Monday. I am Shenanigans, and in this series of This Is How I Do It, I am going over Counter-Strike sources, The Hidden. This video will be an overview of the Iris members. If you're just starting out in The Hidden, you need to focus on your skills as an Iris member first. You likely won't be Subject 617 very often anyway, and even if you do become Subject 617, you're not going to last that long. The Iris members have 100 health, which means it takes Subject 617 3 swipes or 1 pig stick to kill you. Grenades can bring you down to very low health if they hit you directly, but you can also evade them and take barely any damage at all. For your loadout, which automatically prompts at the beginning of each map, or which can be reselected by pressing M, you have many options. Initially comes the characters, which all have the same stats. I always go with random. The other selection is your combat role. There is Assault, which unlocks all weapon types, Support, which unlocks more equipment and additional ammo, and Surveillance, which is just a neutral party observation. This should be used when you'll be AFK for a while, but you don't want to lose your spot on the server. You can also choose to forfeit your Hidden selection, which you can choose to do initially so you don't feel embarrassed being really bad at Subject 617, or later on when you get so good at the game that some people might ask you to do this for their relief. From here you have the weapons. The assault rifle can deal up to 26 damage per shot with a moderate refire rate and a moderate reload speed. This is the best weapon to use, but you must have good eyes to use it. It's certainly not for beginners. The SMG deals only up to 16 damage per shot, but has a fast refire rate and a larger clip. It does, however, have a very slow reload speed. This weapon is kind of average and widely unused because Subject 617 does have enough time to get in all 3 swipes while you're reloading. The shotgun is usually nerfed to have 8 pellets dealing only 13 damage each, but you can have higher damage outputs depending on the server. This weapon is great for beginners as it can kill in one hit, but it does have a slow refire rate. Fortunately, it has a fast reload speed and only reloads 1 ammo at a time. The less lethal launcher deals 3 damage per shot, but has a poison effect that blurs the vision of whomever it hits, even allies, and deals 14 poison damage over time to Subject 617 only. This weapon has a slow reload speed, but a moderate refire rate. The pellets are projectile based, meaning they do fall with gravity over distance, and there is also a delay in the time it takes the pellet to travel from your gun to the target. This weapon is also not for beginners. The second selection is your sidearm. The 5.7 has a large clip of 20 bullets and deals 13 damage per shot. It fires as fast as you click and has a moderate reload speed. The FNP9 has a smaller clip of only 16 bullets, but deals 15 damage per shot. It also fires as fast as you click and has the same moderate reload speed. Since both guns can pretty much spam, I always go with the 5.7. It does take 1 more shot to kill Subject 617 if they're at full health, but that's rarely a deciding factor, and the extra 16 bullets do come in handy. Finally comes the equipment. The laser sight is by far the most useful. It is your basic green reticle, and it can reflect off of Subject 617. The flashlight really doesn't do anything for you, don't use it. The night vision goggles can come in handy on specific maps, but I will go over that in another episode. The sonic trip alarm is by far the most annoying and also should never be used. The one exception to this is when you are on a server that allows it to be used as a trip mine. That will also be gone over in another episode. Finally comes the adrenaline shot, which boosts your speed for a short period of time. It can come in handy for getting out of lethal situations, but really you're better off sticking with the laser sight and honing your skills to not get into those kinds of situations in the first place. And that is how I did it, the Iris member overview. Now that you're familiar with your equipment, it's time to develop those skills, which is the topic of the next Tahiti Monday, The Hidden. Thanks for watching, and tell 'em Shen sent ya.